is Dylan Click, and this is my why. When I first injured my back, there wasn't like an instant where it happened. It was over time. That's when I first started lifting weights. So just over time, I think just progressively got worse and worse. Actually, there was a second instance where my back got injured. It was a 7-on-7 football tournament. I kind of went up for a catch and I landed, and then something didn't feel right after that. It hurt for the rest of the day. So then I decided to go to the doctors, and then they diagnosed I had 2 broken bones actually.
So day one when Dylan came in, the notes that we got on him was he had a stress fracture along his back. So with that one, we were watching how he moved, and there was definitely stiffness in his motor patterns, the way he was moving around the turf. From what I've gathered to that point, he was a really solid athlete, but when he was doing his strength work, you could definitely see that it limited his range of motion.
So they kind of broke it down into steps for me. Definitely needed to get stretching and recovery and mobility. That was the big thing. So they stressed that a lot. And it definitely took a lot of patience because I just want to get like after it, like heavy lifting, like, look good, feel good, you know what I mean? So they kind of slowed me down a little bit.
So I'd say the 50% spot for Dylan. At that point, you could see the way he was moving on the turf, he was much more fluid. The time de-stressing his body, not playing sports, not being under heavy loads, following the protocol, following the plan on recovery, we could see him moving more fluid.
Yeah, so halfway point, we're starting to get more like into what I used to do because my back's getting healthier, so heavy lifting and just honestly focusing on the next, like obviously with COVID, the sports seasons were kind of messed up, but that's what our focus turned to now that I'm back fully healthy, and now I feel better than ever.
He's one of those kids that wherever he ends up, he's resilient enough to make it happen. He's shown through his injury. And I think his athletic journey is just a small blip of what he has left in his tank.
PFP helped me by bringing more attention to what I didn't do before. So as I mentioned earlier, stretching, I didn't really do a lot of stretching. Mobility, I didn't even know what that was. And then recovery, foam rolling, all of that, that's what they stress a lot. I didn't do that before. And all of that combined kind of helped my back get back to normal. PFP is a great place. It's going to do what's best for you. And it's not just a gym. I've become friends with all of the trainers, like Ben, Travis, Eric, I'm so tight with them. So it's just not a place to work out, it's just a place to become like friends too, and you build friendships.